Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's your guys, Belton Prime, CT the Fan, T-Cal. What's good?
Man, what's going on? Been a little bit. We've been in Patreon grinding this transfer portal.
That's a fact.
Then grinding some BYU film. What's going on, everybody? It's been a while, man. Make sure y'all hit that roll call. Where everybody watching from, man? Where y'all tapping in from? Uh-oh. Let me tap in. What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on?
David Williams, a.k.a. Ghost Speed. What's good? Man, we got the BYU game. You guys in Patreon know we did the film breakdown. Offense, defense.
What's up? What's up? Little Rock, Arkansas. What's good? Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, me stay.
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
Shout out. How you guys feel about it? Y'all ready for the bowl game tomorrow? It's been a while since we've seen the team play.
Very long time. Very, very long time, man. Yeah, it's been honestly the bowl game. There's so much stuff going on. It kind of felt like it was never gonna come. Like a bunch of times was like, man, there's still a bowl game to be played. It's crazy.
That's wild that they opened the transfer portal before bowl games.
Yeah.
Cost us our starting linebacker. Not saying you to play it anyway, I guess.
Yeah, but that was a big one. That was not a small thing that happened with not having the Kyle Green. And
shout out Charlotte.
Yeah,
High Springs, Florida. Salute.
Very interested to see who's going to step up in Nakai's absence. Very, very interested in that.
He was balling, boy. God, the green dot and the Kai Hill green. But let's go. We're going to find out.
Yeah, let's get these 10 wins. Absolutely. Need that. Not gonna be a cakewalk. If it is, I will be absolutely shocked. But from what I've seen from BYU all year, from what we just watched, ain't nothing sweet about BYU. So it's gonna be a battle, and let's get to it. Let's go by the numbers. So we're gonna break down BYU by the numbers and talk about what they bring to the table. Go from there.
We got the 10-2 BYU Cougars. It's by the numbers. The trenches.
I've had this mic forever. I use it for my real estate videos. I've had this for like 3-4 years. It's just on my shirt, so I appreciate it. It's a DJI. Yeah, BYU trenches. Yeah, those were tough. BYU reminds me of Kansas, but they're more balanced. Their defense is way better than Kansas. Way better. Man, it's not looking like Coach Cal getting the job, but we could definitely talk about that. We could talk about that. All right, let's roll, CT. What we got?
So we got 10-2 BYU by the numbers. Let's get after it.
Let's see.
So this is BYU record. They had a win against Southern Illinois, win against SMU, 18-15. SMU.
That's a big win against SMU. Yeah. Huge win.
Then they turn around, beat Miami 34-14. Kansas State 38-9. Baylor 34-28. Arizona 41-19. Oklahoma State, UCF, Utah, and they met Kansas. They lost to Kansas 17-13. Lost Arizona State 28-23, and then they beat Houston 30-18. We were all watching that Houston game.
It's crazy. People was talking crazy about BYU. They lost by 5 and lost by 4.
Right.
Like this is and beat SMU. Like,
that's what I said. The wins are definitely more impressive. I mean, they
beat the life off of Kansas State. Like this is a solid football team, man. Solid football team. All right, let's talk to me.
I apologize if I mispronounced his name. Kalani Sitaki, baby. He's been a BYU head coach since 2016. He was assistant head coach and defensive coordinator at Oregon State, and then he was assistant head coach and defensive coordinator at Utah. His key achievements, he got to BYU to several winning seasons, 11-1 campaign in 2020. He earned national recognition for that. He oversaw BYU transition into the Big 12 in 2023. He's known for building strong defensive teams and developing talent. He emphasized physical football, player development, and community values. You definitely see the physical football in the breakdowns. We see, yeah, especially along them trenches.
Yeah, it's a physical football team for sure. I know he was up for Coach of the Year at one point. He got dropped off, I think, prematurely. Like, we just looked at their 2 losses. Like, those aren't. BYU was picked right next to Colorado for the bottom of the Big 12.
Facts. That was a fact.
He got them boys playing. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. What we got next?
You got here it is. So, according to this was their top transfers in. Jack Kelly, he was an edge, 6'2", 235, outside linebacker, defensive end, rover type in the BYU system. He played at Weber State.
What number is he? So he was at Weber State. So the D coordinator came from Weber, and he brought some guys with him. Mark Collins is one of them. But yeah, that makes sense. Not sure on the transfer out, but yeah, I wonder what number Jack Kelly is. Here is from College Football News, their 10 best football players: Tyler Batty, Ben Bywater, Jacob Robinson, Micah Harper, Jerry Bohannon, Connor Pay, Jack Kelly, Darius Lassiter, LJ Martin, and Will Farron. A guy that they're missing from here that is my favorite player in BYU is Mark Collins, number 2. Love Mark Collins. Hell of a cornerback, an absolute dog. All right, BYU offense, talk to me.
BYU total offense, it was ranked 62nd, 381 yards per game. Their passing offense was ranked 64, 223 yards per game. Their rushing offense ranked 71, 71st, 158 yards per game. The scoring offense was ranked 43rd, averaging 29.8 points per game. And their time for possession was ranked 72nd with 29 minutes and 10 seconds per game. They are a running offense. They're a physical offense. The quarterback will keep it and go.
He can roll. He
will keep it and go. So you got to be disciplined with that. Hey, I don't know too much about the receivers and the passing attack down the field, but it's the bowl game, so I think everything's on the table.
Well, we know they're going to attack the middle of the field for sure.
Because that's their favorite. Yeah, they keep a lot of passes in front of the quarterback's face.
A lot of post routes.
And that goes back to Nakai Hill-Green and how great he started playing that Tampa too.
Absolutely. Because ever since Preston Hodge has gone out, Colorado has shifted to a lot more zone than they were. The reason is Preston Hodge is the best nickel corner in college football, meaning he's able to take away slot receivers and man coverage. We currently do not have that. So without him there to protect whoever's playing nickel, you move to a more zone base. A very important part in the zone defense is being able to have somebody that can sink and get underneath those post routes, those deep digs, etc. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But yeah, talk to me about the defense. I like this defense a lot.
So the total defense is ranked 22nd. They were giving up 324 yards per game. The passing defense is ranked 23rd. And they got a secondary. Kind of reminds me of Baylor's secondary. They're real physical. They attack the line of the scrimmage, lateral passes, screen passes. Like, they get after it. Their rushing defense is ranked 42nd, averaging 137 yards per game. But, we rush. Score defense is ranked 20 in scoring. They average 20.7 points per game. Penalty yards, they're ranked 25th. They get about 40. So they're a pretty disciplined team, really. And the turnover margin, they're ranked 18th. They got a +7 turnover. If you see the secondary, you see the linebackers, the blitz. This defense blitz. And when I tell you they blitz. The cornerback blitz, linebacker blitz. I don't know if it's a predominant 3-down line they run with, but boy, they get
exotic. it gets really exotic, man. They got I love their defense. We watched, I think we were scouting Arizona. That's when we first saw Mark Collins, and I was watching fake cornerback blitzes. I said, hold on now, they were getting real saucy with that, and it's pre-snap. It can look completely different post-snap, and the way the guys move, it's going to confuse people. It's a really good defense, really really good defense.
So we got the stat leaders on offense. Quarterback Jake Rezatos,
Red Flock.
2,796 yards, 20 touchdowns. Yes, he got 10 interceptions and 63, but it's not showing his rushing stats, and that's where he gets after it. LJ Martin, he's the starting running back. He has 121 carries, 630 yards, 5 touchdowns. He was averaging 5.2 yards per carry. And then Chase Roberts, he's the leading receiver at 51 receptions, 843 yards, 4 touchdowns, averaging 16.5 yards a catch.
Gotcha. All right, let's talk about the defense.
Defense, their sack leader is Jack Kelly. He has 31 solo tackles, 5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and 1 interception. Tanner Wall, he's their safety. He's at 30 solo tackles. He has 3 interceptions. Isaiah Glasker, he has 38 solo tackles, 3.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 2 interceptions. And
Baller.
yeah, and Harrison Taggart, 32 solo tackles, 1 forced fumble. Um,
Baller.
and these are stat leaders. This is all is this. I'm just giving you
Yeah,
the stat leaders.
but film, yeah, 11 can go. 16 can go. At times 28 can go. 17 can, like, this is just stats. Like, these are actual ball players. Like, they can really play. And we watched them.
Yeah.
11 popped. I mean, most of 16 popped out for sure, but 11 popped out. Really good linebacker. It's a good football team. Like,
Very disciplined, very physical. The D line, like you watch the film,
I
that
forgot
team,
94,
yeah,
93,
the D line.
92. All of them was going crazy.
And what's wild about that defense is they get vertical, like they attack vertical, and you know anything about going lateral, they get
Yeah,
that.
the bubble screens, and this is not the week before that. I said that Baylor week. Everyone said, "Oh, I told them Baylor's defense looked better than Nebraska's." Oh, I'm telling you, the lateral passes, the bubbles, the screens. This is not the team to do that against. The DBs attack. Love Mark Collins, number 2. Can't remember his name, number 0 in the slot. He can play slot or corner. He's tough too. We went through all that. There's no like true, like there's like a backup safety who couldn't move. I remember number 7 looked good at safety.
Oh yeah, 6'4"
Number 3,
safety.
he was number 10. Number 3 looked good at safety. Number 4, he's a little tight-hipped at corner, but still a solid corner, can still cover, but he's not as agile. I think he was 6'3". 0 can cover. For like they got, it's a good football team. Like I can't tell you a weakness in the. I would say if any is the safety. But 28 makes plays too. He has some bad plays on tape, but he got some really good ones too. So yeah, it's a good team, man. Really good team. We said way back when, if you're in Patreon, you've seen it. I said I do not want BYU in the Big 12 championship. Now we got him in the ball game. I think this is a really good matchup. This might be the best matchup, probably the best matchup Colorado's faced this season. As far as they don't impress me much on offense. However, you're losing one of the best linebackers in college football. You just lost him to Alabama. So that's going to make a big difference. Defensively, they impress me. Defensively. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I think what worries about me about this defense is what we're good at, what we love to do. They're really good at defending it, and that's what I don't like. And then they blitz a lot. Like hey, they do a little simulated pressure, and you just don't know. Like, so I'm thinking we gotta get the ball out. It'd be great if we come out and run the ball. I know you guys don't want to hear it, but I mean, gotta run the ball. It'd be great.
Yeah, it would. This is not going to be the game for that. Most likely. Obviously, we've wanted that to be the case all year. but don't really see that happening. Interested to see how we're able to stop BYU's run game
Mm.
and see how we're able to handle that. Now, the running backs, they looked pretty interchangeable to me. Like I didn't really see, huge difference in them. Quarterback can fly. Like when he gets out, he won them against Oklahoma State. That Oklahoma State game, I thought it was over. Everybody thought it was over. And then they let him scramble with like 30 seconds left, and he goes all the way down the field. You have to keep him contained. It's just gonna be a tougher game, man. No Preston Hodge, no. I think I heard there's no Amari McNeil, no Nakai Hill Green. Like it's time to step up. It's next man up. So we gotta see how that plays out. It'll be interesting to say the least.
Right. I mean, you got to come in. I mean, BYU, they come off a very, very disciplined team, ready to they lock it. And you know what? And then it goes back to what we said since the beginning of the year. We're everybody's Super Bowl. So if you think we're not about to get the best BYU,
Oh yeah,
boy, we got to be locked in and ready to go. No Keaton Wade either. What's going
forgot
on?
about that. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Um, let's get to some of these comments before we get to the questions. Let's see. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Salute.
I did see somebody said something about Patreon. Shoot me a message. A few people have had issues. Yeah, shoot me a message and let me know. See what I
Yeah,
can
because
do
got
on my
the
end.
live watch party is happening tomorrow, people. Make sure you tune in.
Absolutely. I don't think he'll have the opportunity to sling it 50 times. I think BYU is going to try to run the ball and control the clock, similar to how Kansas did versus us. So, yeah, I don't foresee the opportunity to throw the ball that much, but you never know. Late Merry Christmas, early Happy New Year to the entire Bit family and Patreon. Appreciate you, fam. Y'all made my year and helped me get through being in the hospital with my fiance for 7 months. Hey, man, we
Man,
appreciate you out
salute, bro.
here. Love hearing that, man, and love you being a part of the family, man. Yeah, love it on Patreon, love it on YouTube, love kicking it with our supporters, man. It's fun, man. It's
Where
fun.
we at?
Prepare to see a sloppy, undisciplined CU team. What's your thought process behind that? Your
Yeah, well,
reasoning?
you got to break that down. You just can't throw that out there like that. What do you mean by that?
Yeah. Yep, no Keaton Wade. As far as I'm aware, Preston isn't playing. If he does play, then he plays. But as far as I'm aware, he's not. But like I've said 1,000 times, we are not insiders. We are
Facts.
not insiders. Corey, what's good? What's good? What's going on, fam? What's up? What's up? What's up? After this bowl, do y'all think the scheme changing next year since Tulane's running back is interested in us? That I'll tell you now, no. That the scheme changes ain't gonna have nothing to do with that. Um, the scheme should change though, because what's his last name? Slater
Yeah.
from Liberty. He can run that thing. He ran for 1,000 yards the year before. We're getting ready to break him down. Probably next week in Patreon as we continue with the transfer portal. For y'all that don't know, y'all ain't seen us on YouTube. Patreon been seeing us. We've been grinding on Patreon. We've been doing transfer portal rankings. We tonight I'm actually releasing the cornerback rankings because we just finished our cornerback rankings. I'll actually post those on here. Patreon's already seen them. We have gotten kids offered already
Yes.
from that
Salute.
can confirm.
Salute.
Coaches see that buffed and prime stamp, and y'all, I went forever without ever saying anything. I'm like, no, nah. We coaches across the country are tapped in. Coaches in Colorado are tapped in. Just
That's a
know
fact.
it's play with something safe. I promise you. That's all I ask. So we've been there doing our transfer portal rankings. We've been watching hours and hours of film every day on people in the transfer portal. It's awesome. Love doing that with everybody. So we've been grinding on that. And yeah, there's There's some people in the portal. There's some more that are going to hit the portal. A
Yeah.
lot more. Tomorrow's the last day. You're going to see a lot more names.
Blood in that portal.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot more names. Don't think we're doing Bleacher Report tomorrow. I do not think so. All right, then see y'all next year.
Lord.
What's going on, fam? What's going on? No, Decepticon. I don't even know how you're in here. I'm about to take your wrench away. This is crazy. That's because me and CT are in the same room, so we gotta adjust it. So he doesn't pick me up. Oh yeah, Lauren's gonna be watching. There's 0% chance she's not in there watching.
We'll be all in the live watch party. Wild it out.
0.
Right.
He could go to Duke. That'd be tough. He could come to Colorado.
Yeah, because didn't Duke running back jump in the transfer portal?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Grinding, absolutely appreciate
you.
Yeah, we saw him. It wasn't much to take away from it, to be honest. Yeah, wasn't much to take away from. Watched 2 or 3 games, one from this year and 1 or 2 from last year when he was at Bama. Yeah, just didn't see much. Not to say that he won't be able to improve or show more at Colorado, but just personally, I didn't see much in Patreon. We just didn't see what we were hoping to see.
Yeah, you could check out our line. We dropped our rankings for defensive line. Check it out.
Yes, we did. Let's see. Here we go. These are current corner rankings that we just did finally. It's been, man, I can't tell you how much film I done watched. Probably just a crazy amount of film. But it's been fun. It's been fun seeing how the players love it. So these are our cornerback transfer rankings. And number 1 that we have in the portal is Richmond corner Trey Tomlinson. It's absolute dog. I said he was a top corner in the portal. Maybe like a few days in, a lot more corners entered. We watched a lot more film. He is still the number 1 corner in the portal. He's just started getting some FBS offers. Richmond's FCS school. Jaden Lawton, JUCO guy out of Tyler College. SMU bounce back, really good. Played JUCO this past year. I think he's gonna end up being a baller. Ryan Turner, I believe is at Ohio State, then moved to Boston College. Baller, looks really good. Cameron Calhoun, watched him today. He was at Utah, number 4. He can play, and they didn't even have him start. He can play. He just transferred to Bama. Miles Norwood, Ball State corner, just transferred to South Carolina. I like him a lot. Rayan Strader from Miami.
Yeah, it's all.
It got kind of bubbly here because there's not a lot of corners that I was. The BIPS list there's somebody that if I'm ahead of scouting or I'm a coach, these are guys that I put my stamp on for my staff to go get. Julian Humphrey from Georgia. He has the tools. He's more of a project. I'm not bringing him in to be that guy right away. And then Dwight Lewis, he's from NAI Marion. He is a ball hawk. Needs to be coached up more for sure, but has very, very good skills and intangibles. And with the new JUCO rule, these JUCO guys or NAI guys, they have 4 more years. So yeah, that's who we got there. And we're gonna get to some more BYU questions. Let's check some more in the chat.
Yeah. I said the same thing about BJ. Old school.
And yeah, fam, I it doesn't look like Coach Cal getting the job. They are doing administration. Whoever isn't serious about winning, that's point blank. That they didn't even reach out to me.
Which is wow.
Because I've been reached out to a lot recently. So that's crazy. But it was already stress on me added to my already schedule being a coach. So hey, everything happens for a reason. But yeah, it looks like Coach Cal's retiring unless they wake up and change their mind. But yeah, no, that's disrespectful. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was here 3 weeks coaching the closest game they've had in the past 9 years since their losing streak started. 3 weeks.
Had the other coach sweating, wanted to offer you a job at halftime.
Man, 3 weeks.
Who's y'all D coordinator over there?
Oh yeah, Khalil Benson's out, but they haven't been playing him like we wanted to see for a while. How do y'all feel about CU getting Byard? I like Byard a lot. He's on our safety rankings. Let me see where he is on there. He is at, where is Byard at? We have him number 5. He's number 5 in our rankings. We did that before he committed to Colorado. Yeah, like him a lot. He didn't get a ton of playing time. Like he wasn't just a full-time starter, at least in the games that we watched. But what I saw, how he fits, how he moves, I liked it. What's going on? I think Preston will stay. At least that's what I'm hearing. I want him to go to the NFL and get paid. But if he were to stay, that means that he's getting advice from Coach Prime or the NFL that his draft grade isn't as high as he wants currently, which is crazy to me. So, I want whatever's best for him.
Facts.
Players in the CFP have a 5-day window to enter the portal, starting the day after their seasons end. Our coach is allowed to reach out to them. Once they're in the portal, they're allowed to. The problem with this is so many schools fill up on the guys that they want. So then by the time these guys enter, it's a lot less options available. They run the ball much more. They have to in order to be a viable team. I think talking about BYU, yeah, they
do.
Mm-hmm. Trey has multiple scholarships.
Yeah.
He got multiple scholarships, not the big schools, but he has multiple scholarships. He's taking visits right now. Appreciate it, fam. Appreciate it. And yeah, man, the players.
We locked loaded. This is when we was building the channel. All season, we were rolling.
Yeah, this is a fun time, man. This is a fun time. Yep, red shirts can play in bowl game. I love the new JUCO rules. As far as him having more eligibility, absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. We want to coach TCal and assistant CT. Yeah, they don't want to win, man. They don't want to win, and I only know one way to be. And I don't even know if they know that yet. But yeah, it wouldn't be fun for them. I mean, the winning part would be fun, but I'm holding everybody accountable.
Right.
Hey, Mom, what's up? What's up? Yeah, they tripping for sure. And I'm very well known in the community. So I do a lot in this community. Merry Christmas. What's up? What's up?
Luke, don't tread on me.
They hated you out, but I bet they'll keep the knowledge that you left. Appreciate you, fam. Yeah, the players, man. We got some of them players snuck in the Patreon from my high school team. Yeah, they keep in touch with me. They keep in touch. Trey Thompson is a senior. He has 2 years to play one, meaning he can redshirt for one, and then play the next one. ICT, what questions we got?
We rolling into the questions here, man. Colorado versus BYU. Let's start with question number 1. How do you think Travis Hunter will impact the game on both sides of the ball? Will he make a game-changing play? How do you feel about
it? I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think this is the best cornerbacks that he's faced.
Yeah.
This season, for sure. I think these are the best cornerbacks. I think he's best at receiver, so I'm really interested to see how he stacks up against these corners. At least Mark Collins specifically, I watched him a lot. I know he's from the West Coast. I know the West Coast mindset. he can't wait to prove himself against the Heisman winner. So I think this is going to be a big game for Travis to really solidify that against the top secondary that he's played all year. And I think it'll be good. Defensively, their quarterback, he'll throw you one for sure. He'll throw you one for sure. He's just inaccurate. He can really throw sometimes, and then sometimes it's so. But that all depends on if Colorado's able to stop the run. If they can't stop the run, then they're gonna
just gonna run. They're gonna do what Kansas did. Why throw him? Just run.
Exactly.
Question number 2: do you expect Shedeur Sanders to throw for more than 3 touchdowns against BYU defense?
That's a tough one. If I was to do the over and under, I'd do it at 2.5. Yeah, I do it at 2.5. They play aggressive outside. Mm-hmm. Worst thing you could do against this defense is throw hitches. It's gonna get jumped at some point. And I think he's gonna have to settle in with the disguises that this defense does, the different type of pressures that they bring, the simulated pressures. I think he's gonna have to settle in and get into a rhythm. And with the way they blitz, it's gonna be tough with them not respecting the run. If you can establish a run game, it's going to make passing the ball so much easier. I'll say this: if they can establish a run tomorrow, I think he throws for more than 3. If they can't, I think it's going to be a game. It's going to be a game. It's going to be a game for sure.
Question number 3: what are the keys for Colorado to secure a win in this matchup? Is it offense, defense, or the special teams?
Well, we don't watch special teams.
Special teams can make a play. LaJohntay took one back.
I think it's defense. Colorado's defense. I think Colorado's defense is going to be the key cog in this matchup because, as you saw versus Kansas, if you can run the ball at will, you can take the ball to the offenses.
Right.
I think Shedeur had 23 pass attempts that game. Even though it wasn't because Colorado was running, it's because they weren't getting the ball because Kansas was controlling the clock and running. So I think a lot of the success is going to be focused on how well the defense can stop the run and get BYU off the field.
It goes back to Nakai Hill-Green. Boy. I mean, because he was balling at that point. Mm-hmm. It'd be nice to see if the offense could just come out and put up points, just right off the bat. Don't even just say, "Hey, defense, you guys do what you do," but we gonna show up and we gonna put up points. You know what I'm saying? Right off the bat. I mean, because that's what I think. If we can score, you know what I'm saying, points and points fast, and put pressure on them to take them from running to have to throw the ball, and then I think we can get some interceptions. We'll see how the trenches hold up. This team likes to blitz. BYU loves the blitz. I'm just. I guess we're about to see how it be, bro. Question number 4: how do you think Colorado defense will handle BYU's running back with the loss in the Coyote?
They're running quarterback?
Yeah, I mean they're running quarterback.
So who's the last? Ooh, 1 second. Let me take this CT here.
I'm gonna go jump in these comments till you come back. Let's go see. Shout out Kev, man. We on this too. Now that Nakai Hill-Green is gone, Chicago. The thing with Keaton Wade though, bro, he's out. I think he's out with an injury. He got a boot on his foot. So I think he's got a boot on his foot, so he's definitely gonna be out for the game. Preston missing those last 3 games is probably his stock value, his draft value probably wasn't what he wanted to be. I'm glad that if he can come back, he has the opportunity to come back. Then I think that's dope. I think, you know what I'm saying? So it's good. I feel like Travis would be a decoy early on in the game. Shout out Paisley. I think Travis gets the rock. I think Travis gets a couple. Here's the thing about the Buffs and the receivers we got. They just need one catch, and they could turn it into something. So, we'll see.
Um, that was scary.
Jeremiah said, "I'm never really concerned with Travis on offense. I don't recall a game where he was healthy and was shut down for an entire game."
Yeah, no, I don't either. But like I said, I think this is gonna be the best corner group that they faced, and it's gonna be a tougher game. It's gonna be a tougher game. Like I like Nebraska's defense a lot. They started falling off later in the season, mainly because their offense was struggling to put up points and do stuff. Love Baylor's defense. Like really, really love their defense. I think BYU's corners are better than Baylor's. I think Baylor's safeties are better than BYU's. Um, just like Baylor, they didn't really have a weakness. That D line all the way through, linebackers all the way through. So yes, it's gonna be a tougher one. Utah's defense wasn't good. Sorry, I just gotta say that Utah's defense was not good. I know statistically they may have looked. Utah's defense wasn't good. That was I do like one of the corners, but no, they wasn't. There are people that I like on there. Wasn't nobody on the D line or linebackers really stood out to me. I like that safety number 2. He played in the nickel a lot. I really liked him. There's another safety I liked. Corners outside of number 4 was, but yeah, Utah's defense wasn't that good. Definitely got to win in the trenches.
Got to win them trenches.
Yeah, man, it's been a while, fam. We ain't seen no Colorado football in a little bit.
Live watch party gonna be jumping.
Kev, what's good? What's good? Salute. Now that Nakai's gone, should Colorado move? No. Keaton Wade isn't that type of linebacker. Keaton Wade's like a 3-4 outside linebacker / edge. He's not a middle linebacker. Because I've seen it in his play. Yeah, that's not his position. Yeah, I'm sorry. I disagree. I'm sorry. I apologize to anyone I offend. No, I do not think so.
Yeah. No Devin Neal, RJ Harvey, but we down. So we gonna see.
Yeah, BYU's quarterback can definitely cause problems for Colorado in the read option game. And on top of that, scrambling out, got to make sure that we're disciplined in our contain lanes. We were not against Kansas at all. And that can be a huge factor. Huge. Let's see. CT, who was your surprise player of the year?
Oh. And let's see. You got me. Who would be my surprise player of the year?
Not sure if it's Keaton Wade's same foot.
I say on defense, I would go the Shark. Cam.
Yeah.
He surprised me. I mean, man, he had a heck of a season. I wouldn't call it. On offense, I don't really have one on offense, but on defense, definitely I'll go with the Shark.
I agree. Yeah, attack the safeties. 28 done made some plays in the passing game. Somebody, gosh, who was it? One of their safeties. I think he was a backup. He looked just bad. He had got that post corner ran on him by the tight end and tried to speed. It's just not ideal. Not ideal. BYU will not worry about Travis, but will try to keep other receivers from adding to his production. I don't think BYU's going into it to stop one player. That's just a good football team. They just going to play. I don't think they're going to have anybody follow them. I think they believe in what they bring to the table, and that's what they're standing on. Not sure if every one of them are playing, but a good amount, I believe.
Right.
and we watched Utah way before Colorado game. I mean, if you're not paid, we go and scout. Like we watch at minimum 3 games on both sides of the ball of each team. If a team impresses me, I tell y'all, hey, they nice. BYU nice. You can't find a clip of me anywhere saying, hey, this Utah defense, nah. People were telling me the stats, and I was confused because I did not see it. Not see it on the tape.
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, it was not popping off.
As far as we know, Sam Okunlola was in the boots.
Wow.
How do you like the freshman linebacker coming in from Buford? We did a video on him.
It's on
Yes, on
channel.
YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got to see him in college. Didn't get to see as many different things as I'd like to see, but that's highlight tapes. Who want to watch game film? Who are the sleeper players for this game? It's an interesting sleeper player. Can't even say that because we don't be knowing who's gonna get in. But
right. I'm just gonna say position group, running backs. That's how I go could possibly be the sleepers.
It's gonna be a sleeper, all right. It's gonna be a sleeper, all right. It was Colton for me, even though I was here for the interview. Yeah, Colton for me too. And I told him, I said, we did the interview like you was solid, but then I saw Arizona game and I didn't know you were there already.
Yeah.
Colton surprised me for sure. He surprised me for sure. What we got next?
Question number 5. Which Colorado player besides Travis Hunter and Shedeur do you think will step up and make a difference?
I think LeJounte.
Wearing that number 1.
And I'm saying this assuming it's Jalen Western at linebacker. I have no idea. We're not insiders. Have no idea who's starting. But I'd like to see Jalen Western coverage and see how he does. We love Jalen Western when we broke him down from his FAU film. Didn't get to see much of him this year outside of UCF. I think if he gets the opportunity, I think he'll step up and make plays. I think he'll be all over the field.
I like it. What about on offense? You got LeJounte.
Yeah.
You got LeJounte. I think Jimmy Horn's gonna make some noise this game.
That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. And make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. If y'all new to the channel, if y'all here, because people tell us all the time they didn't realize that they weren't subscribed. If you want constant college football content, breakdowns, portal rankings, Patreon.
No. That's where we at.
Patreon. Everything. It's active.
The channel is year round. We don't stop. Like we started this channel after the season last year.
Yeah.
We get active.
It is very active. There's
some stuff
that can't go to YouTube, but stuff we'll get there or a similar version. But Patreon, it's you get everything.
Everything.
You get everything. Stuff the public.
They'll tell you. Patreon members in the chat, they'll tell you we be in there. But it just moves different. So check it out. Question number 6. Do you believe Coach Brown's game plan will outmatch BYU's coaching staff in this high-stake bowl game?
If Colorado runs the ball. If they don't, then no. Simple as that.
Right to the point. Run the ball.
You know me, I'm not the sugar-coater type.
Well, we're going to go to question 7. What is your score prediction for the game? And how confident are you in CU chances to claim victory?
I do not have a score prediction. And I am not extremely confident in a victory. I think this game can go either way. I think Colorado's going to have to play one of their best games. And I'll tell you right now, this cannot be the games that we've seen in the past where
coming up buys.
Not even a bye, but we play one half good on this side or one half good on that side. BYU's coming to play. This has to be a complete game. We've seen them play, in my opinion, one complete game all year, and that was UCF. Unless I'm mistaken, that's the only one that I remember. And I think any of those other weeks that they don't play a complete game, BYU wins. So this needs to be a complete game. BYU didn't get the love in the rankings that they should have. BYU's a really, really, really good football team that I think should have been closer in discussion of being the playoffs.
I think, man, I'm gonna give a score prediction. I'm gonna go CU 27, BYU 24. I think it'll be a close game. Uh I think CU can pull it. Hold on and pull it off.
Yep, definitely hoping that they pull it off, man. Definitely hoping. That's the goal for sure. Oh, that's a real mess.
No way. No.
Looking for Tay or Jimmy to take one to the house via special teams. I also think Sherman will throw a wide receiver pass or running back. Wouldn't doubt that. Yeah, I think this is definitely a game for a trick play. Definitely a game. Colorado's not running the ball. We're aware. We're aware. 27-19 Colorado. Sadly, I don't see us running much given how many senior receivers there are that they want to send off well. Also, all year they favor the pass. I don't see that changing now. I don't care about sending no one. You know the best way you can send someone off? With a
win. Yeah. Send them off with the dub.
That's the best way, with a win.
Yeah, man, they got to come in ready to play.
I agree, and I already predicted on Patreon what one of the first 5 plays is going to be. That's a play we watched go against BYU 2 times, and BYU stuffed it both times. Decepticon's about to get kicked out of Patreon.
Make sure the chat tells the truth.
He's supposed to be banned already. He's supposed to be banned. 31-17 CU. Minus 10.5 BYU.
Take a BYU to cover the spread. All right, Jay Shaw.
Mind you, this is a Patreon member who's been watching with us all year long. 31-17, 28-24, 48-30. Sheesh. 52-45.
There's no defense to be played.
Man. Who do you think are key players that could run the ball? I think all of them can run the ball. It's just the right scheme.
Scheme and opportunity.
Yeah.
You're getting 3 carries.
Exactly.
By running the ball.
So you got to run the ball, control the clock, and also get that kid 17 in the mix, and get Hayden involved for real. I hope we see them more involved in the run game, man. I would love that.
We're talking about so much about running the ball in here and in the chat, but you know we coming out to pass. That's who we are. That's who we've always been.
Taking the over on all Travis stats.
That's how I started betting, Joe.
I don't mind a thriller. I like a thriller the right way. The right way. Baylor was not fun. That was not fun. That was stressful. We had people leaving the watch party. I kept saying, "Hey, we got time." And people was crashing out. Colin Hood pick 6, love it. East Coast Cat 52-0.
52-0. Yeah. What you know?
Jimmy improved significantly from last year. He improved significantly. Got you. DJ McKinney gets a pick. Who starts at quarterback next year? I think Slater does. What kind of thriller you like? One where it's good ball being played on both sides. Yeah, like I don't even like games that it's just high scoring games and there's no defense being played. Like I'm different, man. Like one of my favorite games was when LSU played Bama. I think it was like 9-6.
Yeah.
And this was, I'm talking Mark Barron, D. Milner, Tyrann Mathieu, Eric Reed, like boys out there. Bama had boys out there. Trent Richardson, like it was smash mouth football. Like they weren't scoring because the offense. They weren't not scoring because the offense was doing bad. It's because they were balling on defense. I got DJ with a pick 6. He's the only DB with one.
We figured that Decepticon.
If the Big 12 wins 6 of the bowl games, will they have more respect next year from the committee? I don't think they pay too much attention to that.
Who knows what the committee gonna do and say?
Jimmy's gonna be tough. If he runs what everyone thinks he's gonna run, he'll probably get drafted.
Yeah, that's speed to get him there.
I do not know if Omar Miller's playing. I do not. I don't think that was the Natty. The Natty, they lost by more. I think it might have been 21-6, but they had played a few weeks before, and it was super tight. Either that or I have it mixed up, but I think the Natty was a little bit wider, but they played twice, and it was smash mouth football, both games. I'm not sure if Pat P was on that team. He might have been, but I'm not sure. I was an LSU fan. DBU, I love me some LSU. What up from the Shy? What's good? What's good? What's good?
Salute Mitch.
That's what I thought happened. In the Natty, they ended up breaking it open. But when they played earlier, it stayed tight. That's what I remember. Oh, not playing. He capping on the videos. Yeah, I didn't think he was.
Not with that injury.
Have you guys looked at any film of the new transfers? Yes, we've seen pretty much. We've seen all of them on the defensive side for sure. All of them. We've watched them on Patreon. All right, what's the next question?
I think that was going to be just. Oh, who's your Alamo Bowl game MVP? Who you got? Either side. It could be either side. This is who you think is going to have the game.
It should be Travis. He won the Heisman. He didn't, in my opinion, he didn't really have as much of an opportunity, but he didn't have that true Heisman moment where his team was in a close game and he just single-handedly took it over. Like you've seen some games like that, like what Dylan Edwards just did.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
oh God,
if he had that last year, and that's a Heisman moment. Like,
hey, Dylan, go ahead and jump back in that portal real quick. You trying to see something?
Yeah. I'd say Baylor was probably his closest because he had some clutch catches when we needed it, and then he had that fumble. But this is a main stage. There was all the back and forth between him and Genty. Genty gets to play next week, but I'd like to see him really like solidify because this is a really good football team. So I'd like to see him really solidify and have that Heisman moment. A tackle against that's not a Heisman moment. Like I'm just keeping the buck. Like Heisman moments is when that's
Young USC.
Like the Heisman moments are when you completely just dismantle a game and nobody can can stop you. Michael Crabtree against Texas, like when you're just different to where nobody can mess with you. That might be it. Yeah, I don't consider the fumble a Heisman moment.
I actually think I'm gonna go with Jimmy Horn. I think Jimmy's gonna. I think Jimmy gonna do some Jimmy things. I think he gonna put us hard. I think Jimmy's gonna cut loose this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Jimmy will have a good one. I want to see who fills in that linebacker.
Right.
And balls. I don't even know who it's between, honestly. Y'all probably know better than me. What is it? JB and Brandon Gant?
Hey, we might even see Goldberg this game. Bro. My Lepar by parlay says Lejate for 80 yards.
I love it. Love it. Someone said the pick versus UCF, and part of the Heisman moment is the team you're facing. And I think UCF was a really good team, but I'm talking about when it's
Yeah, but that doesn't work anyway because Preston had the better pick in that game. His UCF. Preston pick in the end zone. That flipped the whole momentum.
as far as impact on the game. Yeah, that was huge. Yeah, Cam Newton had a lot of Heisman moments,
Especially against Oregon. You hear that, William? Especially against Oregon. Damn.
I'd say his main one was against Bama. They were down 21. I think they were down 21 at half, getting ready to be down 28, or down 21, and then he closed it to 14, and then went and beat Bama in that Iron Bowl. But yeah, the LSU game, like you're playing an elite team and you just take over the game. That's what I want to see. Oh, sensitive. Yeah, no, you can't have a Heisman moment against FCS. You can't be against FCS.
But hey, that's funny. That catch, right? Yeah.
I like Bayer, but I think they have to add more. I think they have to add more.
Right. Two our starting safeties, yeah. Trevor Woods, no, yep.
Mekhi Hughes from Tulane puts us over the hump. I disagree with that. Yeah, Corey, we see the game the same way. That's what I hated Cam Newton. I'm watching that game. Bam was up. I'm like, yeah, they about to get him. And then they scored right before half, and then he just took over. And I also don't think Genty has had a true Heisman moment. I would say the closest was that Oregon game for sure.
Yeah, that was close.
And if that would have happened later in the season, I think that would have been. But it was so early in the season. And the Heisman gets voted on early, but I think he could potentially have one in the playoffs. That's why I wish we got to see Travis in the championship. Doesn't matter when it comes to Heisman. I don't care about team accolades, but I wish we could have seen Travis against really top competition that everybody generally, whether they're really top or not, but like against the SEC team and just dominate so we could see that happen. They were down 28. That's what I thought. Yeah, that was crazy. That was insane. Absolutely insane.
I'm with you on that, T.
It
matters.
Does not matter. Does not. Nah, I haven't. I have not. What questions y'all got for us on this game? On the final game of the year, which it truly don't feel like football season's over for us because we're gonna watch break down the whole two, and then we're gonna be watching transfer film. We're gonna be breaking out every Colorado player from this past season. We're gonna break down all Colorado's transfers. We're watching transfer film all the way through the portal to the spring portal. Then we watch the spring portal film all the way through. We're doing NFL draft rankings for this current year. We're breaking down all the draft prospects. And then, then we're just taking us all the way through fall camp. And then we right back to it, man. Right back to it.
Speaking of NFL draft, I do think Travis should be the first pick in the draft.
Yes. That's my prediction.
Jay Shaw.
That's my prediction. Who do you think that we should have starting at linebacker in this game? I think Jalen Wester. So after this, you're done doing watch party. No, we'll do watch parties at these playoff games for sure. Yeah, watch parties at these playoff.
At Ohio State, Oregon. Mm-hmm. William, how you feel about it?
Shoot, if we got time, we could do the NFL playoffs too. Those have been fun, man. Do you think if CU isn't at least 45% from third down? Yes, I do think it impacts the game because it'll limit their opportunities. Travis in the playoffs would have been insane, knowing he has to be his very best against people he feels superior to anyways. I hope he shows out tomorrow. I agree. Yeah, I want Travis to go crazy. I want him to have 4 touchdowns and 2 picks. Off season, my favorite part of Buffton Prime Patreon. I learned a lot about defenses and offensive play schemes. Yeah, man, that's all we talking, man. That's all we talking. I love it. Patreon for Colorado fans for sure, but it's for football fans, man. So many people have learned just so much more about football, and it makes it more enjoyable watching when you know more about the game. You understand what's going on. You understand what the announcers are saying, or understand why what they're saying is idiotic. Like you grasp it more. Do you think we're gonna scheme different for BYU since Hill is not there? I won't be surprised if they have some changes. I'm not sure. Like, I don't know if they try to kick Bentley into middle linebacker and then put someone else in outside linebacker. I'm not sure what the plan is. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, who Oregon play? Yeah, we
Ohio State.
We probably gonna have that one up there. I ain't gonna lie to you. A great game for stop and go routes debate. Nah, they're pretty disciplined. They're pretty disciplined. Saw Arizona try that. Outside of a broken play, and we watched their explosive plays. And what explosive plays are, for those that do not know, it's pass plays of 20 plus and runs of 15 plus. So we watched the explosive plays that they gave up on defense, and majority, there wasn't a lot. And the ones that we watched, they were primarily broken coverages. It wasn't just somebody just going in, being just superior to them.
Yeah, it was definitely broken coverage. Definitely.
Stat line for Jimmy. That's tough. I'm not good at the stat lines. I say 1 touchdown. They might even get him on a jet sweep. Might get him on a jet sweep. Appreciate you. That's one of Travis's best attributes is his clutch factor.
Facts.
I've never seen him fold when the game was on the line.
He asks for the ball. Throw it to me.
I've never seen him fold when the game was on the line.
William Hopkins, huh? William Hopkins wants to know, so why did BYU fall off at the end of the season? Yeah, they lost those 2 games by like 9 points or something crazy. I don't know if you really call that a fall off.
Yeah, no, they
2 losses like 9 points.
Yeah, they didn't fall off. That's not what happened. Keaton's in the boot. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Not sure who'll be starting at running back. No, I guess we'll see when the spring comes.
Yeah. We'll see that when the first game comes. Missed that one by a mile.
See, you got to do a lot of combo routes and really get established with the run. I would love to see a running back screen. That would be too much to ask. We've seen a couple, not many. Go ball, first play to Jimmy. I don't doubt that. Do not doubt that. Travis won the clutch award. Yeah, he plays. It definitely scares me seeing the way he lands on a lot of those. Definitely, for sure.
He goes up, risk everything. He does not care.
Yes, he does. Yeah, so it's going to be a good one, man. We'll be in Patreon for the watch party like we do every single week. We'll be breaking down the All-22 play-by-play like we've done every single game. We'll be watching some of these playoff teams. We'll watch some Penn State and Boise State before they play. Really watching that game. I'm rooting heavily for Boise State. I want to see Arizona State do really well as well. Really, really rooting heavy for that. Tucson, appreciate you, fam. Appreciate the super chat. Love as always.
We locked in, man. We got a lot of work to do. Channel gonna be rolling.
Yes, indeed. So again, make sure if y'all haven't, y'all follow us on Patreon. That's where you get everything. You get this exclusive access, the early access to everything we do. You get the live chats, live watch parties. It's in the description of this video. Every video we do, you can just go to Patreon, search Buffed and Prime. That's where we're showing all our portal rankings. You guys get that first. You guys get we do a lot.
Live watch parties. T-Cal calling out these plays.
Do a lot.
You get to ask the questions during the interviews that we got coming up. Just, hey, lock in. Patreon is where it's at.
Everybody been crying. Are you guys gonna look at the transfer players? We've been looked at them. We looked at them as a group. We don't watch these players. You get to watch live evaluations, so it's not just the cut-ups. You watching. You seeing what
Portal watch. We just in there. Players. We've been there for hours.
Indeed. Breakout game for El Wester. I mean, he just went for 175. So we'll see. We will see. Yeah, he just went for 175, man. Just went for 175. Miller to me doesn't really run fast. Nah, he can run. He can run. He can run. He's not. There's some people that you just see their feet moving fast, but they're not. You'd have to be up there with him. I can see. I've played against players like him. You'd have to be up there to see the speed. He's definitely not the slowest receiver. I'll put money on that. We out.
Don't tread on me.
Man, shoot, CT, final words.
Okay, to evolve. Who's next?
Do your words match your video? Yeah, this for my boy TKL. CT the fan. Yeah, we on that buff train, man. Yeah, the boys, they put it down. I watch them every day. Hey, they gonna put you on a pedal, or they gonna put you down there where you belong. They ain't gonna care for you. Nah, they ain't gonna care for you. Yeah, they gonna love on you. They gonna tell you what to do to get yourself better. It's on you, baby. Yeah, them my boys. Buff that prime. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, baby. We